Alright, we are back with roster update predictions. Today we got 5 silver upgrades, 5 gold upgrades, 5 gold downgrades, and only 2 diamond downgrades. If you don't know how this already works, we only do tier upgrades and downgrades. We don't do guys going from like a 76 to a 78 or an 85 to an 87. We don't do stuff like that. There's just too many of them, right? There's a lot of fucking people who could move from one overall to another. That is way too fucking difficult, and there would just be way too wide of a range for that stuff. So tiers kind of brings it down a bit on how many we got to go through. Now, not all these guys are guaranteed by any means. They're really just who could possibly go up, who could possibly go down. Comment down below if I've missed anybody, if you think somebody should go up or if you think somebody should go down. Yet again, I'm not going to get everybody at the end of the day. I'm only putting 5 people max in each tier. So, yeah, let's just start it off with the guys I think that are going from silver to gold. Alright, let's start with those. Our first guy up, I think, is Zach Gallen. I think he'll be going from a 79 to an 80. I think this guy's got great odds. He's got a 2.25 ERA in 36 innings this year, 42 strikeouts, and a 1.06 whip. So in 6 starts, he's got 36 innings. That stamina could come up a slight bit. The hit per 9 could come up because that whip is pretty low. Walk per 9 of 52, 12 walks and 36. It could maybe go up a bit, but I don't know. I'm not really sure about that one. This year he has given up 5 home runs, so that home run per 9 is probably going nowhere. He gives up a bunch of bombs. K per 9 could go up a little bit. At the end of the day, he's a 79. He only needs a little nudge to get up to that gold, and I think he's got what it takes. So yeah, I'll be excited to see him gold. He is currently going for 965 subs, so you'd only be earning 100 subs minimum per one you invest in. A lot of people clearly think he's going gold, and I do too. So let's move on to the next guy. Alright, this guy is kind of a hot take, but in my opinion, not at all. Honestly, Mitch Moreland, I think this guy easily deserves diamond. Or not diamond, Jesus. I think he easily deserves gold. They've been just going for at guys when they are doing really good. Like Dylan Bundy, he was doing really good. So he went from 74 to an 80, which is just insane. I think this guy will be going up to an 80, not an 81. It takes plus 18 on both sides, or on both things versus righties to go up to an 81. And this year, he's hitting 357 with a 471 on base and an over 1,200 OPS. He has 7 home runs and 56 at-bats, 20 hits. Against righties this year, he is currently batting 357. So that's actually so fucking weird. I'm actually looking at this. So he's batting... No, okay, he's not batting 357. I just saw that. I was like, what the fuck? No, okay, so he's batting 354 against righties with a 1,350 OPS, 475 on base, really good, 875 slugging. He's going off. I think this guy easily deserves gold. He's also batting 375 against lefties. Not many at-bats, though. Not even double digits. Only 8 at-bats, no extra base hits. Maybe they boost up the average. I doubt it. 8 at-bats isn't enough. Kind of weird how he doesn't have many at-bats against lefties, considering, you know, you'd want that against Mitch Moreland, but I don't know. He's raking, though, against righties. I think he'll definitely get that boost. I think he'll get, like, that boost you see right there. He could go up to an 81. I think they'll do maybe plus 15 on both sides or something like that. But he's doing good enough. I mean, over a 1,300 OPS against righties, yeah, you deserve it. Let's move on to the next guy. Well, actually, how much is he going for? 433 stubs. You could make a fucking ton off this guy if you invest in him. That's if he does go gold, but I think he will. I think he easily will. Next guy up is Will Myers. I think he'll be going up to an 80. Price reflecting it. 655 stubs. People do think he's going up. Only +1 against righties gets him up to a 78. So he's definitely got what it takes. Although mainly he's raking against lefties this season, hitting 433 and 30 at bats with a 1,400 OPS. That's insane. 50 contact? I think not. I think it definitely goes up. He's hitting 280 on the season with a 943 OPS, 7 home runs, 28 for 100. So he's got those at-bats. He's going off, man. About time, in my opinion. His rookie season was good, but about time he starts to really go off again. He's got a 967 slugging against lefties. His lefty stats are going to fucking go crazy. His righty stats, I don't think power will be touched, but contact will be, as in it'll go down. because he's hitting 235 against righties with an 879 OPS. So I think, or sorry, no, he's hitting 214 with his 727 OPS. God, there's so many fucking numbers I'm looking at. So he's hitting 214 with a 727 OPS. Yeah, he might go down a bit against righties and like completely, but lefty stats are going to get nudged up a bit, like a good bit, especially contact against lefties. So be on the lookout for him to go up. He's either going to be a 79 or an 80. So you can take the gamble and try and go for that 400 stub profit minimum, or you can just hold back on him. I own only one. Damn it, dude. Alright, I'll probably have to buy a few of him. Maybe. I think I'm definitely investing in Mitch Moreland, but Will Myers I'm not a lock-in on. Teoscar Hernandez, another guy I think is going up. I think he's going up to an 80 also. This guy on the season's hitting 292 with a 990 OPS. He has 11 home runs, so he's like really close to leading the league in home runs. And against righties, he's batting 307 with a 986 OPS. Against lefties, he's only batting 258, but he's got an over 1,000 OPS, 1,001 OPS. He's batting with huge power right now. 677 slugging, 640 slugging. Like, the OPS and stuff is there. I want to say they take OPS as a number, but no, maybe not. But to get up to a 78 plus 3 on righties, that's so fucking easy. I think he'll go up to an 80. Yet again, go for 671 stubs. You can make about 500 stubs profit minimum. Pretty good investment. I'm probably going to invest in this one. I think he'll go up. They tend to upgrade a lot of golds per week, so he's definitely one I think is going to get it. He's just been proving it lately. In recent times, he's batting 348 with an 870 slugging, and I do think that they take the recent numbers as at least downgrades, because I know that they tend to not downgrade guys that are starting to improve recently. Don't know what they do for upgrades, but maybe. Be on the lookout for him, though. If you want to make an easy 500 stub profit, he is definitely a good one to go to. Alright, I think everyone thinks this guy's going up to gold. I mean, he's going for 1,000 stubs pretty much. He's going off, man. 315 average, 342 on base. I want to say that goes to some sort of stat, probably discipline maybe. 972 OPS, 10 home runs, and 111 at-bats, 35 for 111. Recently, he is batting 464 with an 893 slugging in the last 7 games, and in the last 15, he's batting 407 with an 814 slugging. If we go to his splits against righties, he is batting 317 with a 986 OPS and a 634 slugging, and against the lefties, he's batting 310 with a 621 slugging and 931 OPS. The average is kind of low on this card, and I think he's going to get a boost on his average at least. Power's probably going to go up a little bit too. He is raking. This guy, probably a guaranteed gold. I think he's a guaranteed gold. He is just fucking destroying the ball. You can make an easy 100 stubs on him per. I don't know if people are really going to do that, but if you do want to make an easy 100 stubs or more, he's going to be the guy to go for. All right. Yeah, so I think he's going to an 80. I think all the guys are going to an 80 flat. All the silvers, 80 flat. They could go higher, but I like to go with an 80 flat, be safe with it. But let's move on to the guys that I think are going from gold to diamond. Okay, so a lot of people think this guy's going diamond, going for 4,500 subs right now. You can make 1,000 subs profit if you lock in on him and do the request. I think I have a ton of him. I do not. Fuck. Well, he's hitting 320 on the season with a 366 on base and an over 1,000 OPS. He has 12 home runs on the season, so I'm pretty sure he's tied for league leader. Pretty sure 12 is the league leading right now. He's got 125 at bats, so he is just playing like every day pretty much. Recently in 7 games, he's batting 500 with a 1,400 slugging. He has 8 home runs in the last 7 fucking games. That's ridiculous. That's fucking nuts. If we're not getting a diamond of this guy, we're probably getting an insane top snail card. He's also batting 404 with a 965 slugging in the last 15 games with 9 home runs. Dude, the guy's going fucking off, man. If we go to the splits, against righties, he's batting 333 with an over 1,000 OPS and a 708 slugging. Against lefties, he's batting 276 with a 552 slugging and an 896 OPS. So his lefty stats might get nerfed a little bit because he does have 29 at-bats. It's a decent amount. So his lefty stats are probably going to get nerfed a bit, but those righty stats are going to get an insane boost. That plus 14, I think it could go even higher than that because he is hitting that good against lefties or righties right now. So be on the lookout for this guy to go diamond. Everybody thinks he's clearly going diamond. I think he is too. This guy's fucking raking right now. One of the best hitters in the league at the moment. Just out of fucking nowhere. He was already good, of course. Very underrated player. But then just in the last 7 games or whatever, he just popped off, man. It's fucking crazy. But yes, I do think he's going up to an 85. I want to point that out. I do think he's going up to an 85 if I didn't already say that. 85 flat. There's only one guy here that's going above an 85 in my opinion. Another guy I think is going diamond is Dinelson Lamet. Now this guy I'm pretty locked in on, not gonna lie. I think he's going up to an 86. For him to get up to an 87, he just needs those boosts right there. That's it. To get up to an 87. And by the way, since he has inside edge, I'm gonna assume he's starting today. Why would he not be? This guy you could actually make huge profit on, by the way. And I do think he's going diamond. Why? He's got a 1.89 ERA in 33.1 innings, 45 strikeouts, which is a ton. He has a .84 whip. And he has given up 11 walks in 33 innings. That's kind of weak, of course. He's given up 3 home runs in 33 innings, which isn't great. But, you know, you put it all together, I think he can slap on a diamond card. I think he can definitely get on there. The hit per 9, getting up a bit. Stamina, maybe boost that a tiny bit. Walk per 9, maybe, probably not, though, on that. Home run per 9, maybe. 50 is pretty damn low. 3 home runs, and you're giving up a home run every 10. Yeah, I definitely think they can go maybe a little tiny bit. But he's been fucking amazing this season. I think he's going diamond. He's probably one of the guys you can make the most profit on here. If I look at my guys, yeah, he's the guy that looks like you're going to make the most profit on if you lock it on him. So if you're looking for the high risk, high reward, Dinelson Lamet is the guy to go off of. I do think he's going to an 86, by the way. He's the only guy I think who's going above an 85. I think he could get in between 85 87 and go for an 86. Especially if he has a good start today. If he has a good start today, I'm locking him in. Another guy I think is going diamond for a starter is Yu Darvish. Clearly, you can see that he's going for 5K pretty much flat. So a lot of other people think he's going diamond too. He's proven that he deserves it. 37 innings, 44 strikeouts, .92 whip, 1.7 ERA, and only 6 walks in 37 innings. He has 6 starts on the season, so that stamina does make sense. He's given up a little amount of walks, so that walk per 9 could come up. He has given up 2 home runs in 37 innings, so that could come up. And he's also striking out a ton, so the K per 9 could come up a little bit, the hit per 9 could come up a little bit. He's an 83, and pretty much everything of his can come up a little bit. So I think he's easily going diamond. You're not going to make a ton of stubs off him if you go for the minimum sell amount, but you'll still make a decent amount if you buy a ton of him. I think he's a lock-in for sure. I think he's the one starter in here where it's like, yeah, he's going to be one of the featured diamonds that goes up. Now, this guy I'm not sure of. Manny Machado, a lot of people think he's going diamond. The one hesitation I got about him is that they just downgraded him last week from an 84 to an 83, so that kind of makes me hesitant about him. But he is hitting 280 on the season with 8 home runs, 943 OPS, 375 on base. In the last 7 games, he's batting 536 with over 1,000 slugging. And in the last 15 games, he's batting 351 with over a 700 slugging. So recently, he's doing really fucking good. Against righties, he's hitting 281 with a 969 OPS, a 584 slugging. Against lefties, he's batting 276 with a 517 slugging and an 861 OPS. He kind of just, like, ever since he got downgraded, he kind of just popped off and went insane and just said, you know what, fuck it, I'll be Manny Machado. So, yeah, he might go diamond, but I don't know. Just because they downgraded him last week, they might not. They might wait another week. I'm not really sure, but nonetheless, if you buy him this week or next week, it doesn't matter. If he keeps it up, he's either going to go up this week or next week. It's just a question of will he keep it together for another week, because they're probably going to wait one more week. But if he does go up, he's going up to an 85. That's my guess. My other lock-in diamond, Paul Goldschmidt. He only needs a +7 against righties to go up to an 85. He is going for a ton too. He's actually a guy you can make a ton of stubs off of. Only over 1,000 stubs right now if you invest in him on minimum. So, recently batting 300 with a 500 slugging in 7 games, 356 with a 533 slugging. In the year in general, he's batting 344 with over 1,000 OPS. You know, considering the little boost he needs, this seems very easy for him to do. 358 batting average against righties, over 1,000 OPS, 566 slugging. Against the lefties, 250 slugging, 750 OPS. Ignore that. He doesn't even have double-digit at-bats. They're not going to touch his lefty stats until he gets more at-bats. But against righties, he's earning it. I think he's earning it. +7. Like, to get him just into the 80s. With how he's hitting, he can easily get into the fucking 80s. Like, come on. Easily. So, yeah. It is Yu Darvish and Paul Goldschmidt that I think are my lock-in diamonds for this week. Easily. I know. There's one guy that people are going to say, Trey Turner. I get it. He's doing very good, but I'm kind of hesitant on him. I don't know why. I just kind of am. I don't know. But Paul Goldschmidt, I'm not really hesitant on at all. He's got 61 at-bats. He's got enough at-bats. I think they'll give it to him just because he's been a diamond before. Has Trey Turner? Actually, I feel like Trey Turner has been too. For a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know. But Paul Goldschmidt, I think he was a diamond for a little bit last year, maybe. So I think they'll give it to him right back, because he's right back to who he was. He's raking, dude. And the boost is so little of what he needs. So, yeah. So let's move on to our two guys that I think are going from diamond to gold. One of them is a pretty hot take, but he's struggling that much this year. So, actually, wait. Hold up. We're not going to diamond downgrades. Almost forgot. We got the gold downgrades. The guys that are going from gold to silver. So let's move on to them. Just Dingers is not really being Just Dingers this season. Well, he kind of is. 219 average with 3 home runs. That's really all he's doing is hitting dingers or nothing. Well, not really true. 3 home runs and 23 hits. He's just being shit. To go down to a silver, he needs -11 against righties on both sides. But when you go to it, he is batting 186 with a 314 slugging and a 589 OPS. He fucking sucks against righties this year. So he could easily go silver. Against lefties, he's not doing terrible, but not that good. 286 average, 543 slugging, and 918 OPS. The only reason those look good for the OPS and slugging is because he doesn't have many at-bats against lefties. At the end of the day, that's not that good. Especially having 100+. This guy is probably going silver, dude. He's kind of sucking. 219 average on season, 699 OPS. Fucking dog shit, dude. Over 100 at-bats. A 390 slugging on the year, dude. Get the fuck out of here. He's going silver. His price, I don't know why it's actually not minimum, but it kind of should be. He's going silver. I think he's going down to a 79. Actually, everybody that's going down to a silver is going to a 79. Another guy I think is going silver is Tommy Pham. He is currently batting 207 with 2 home runs. He's a returning guy. I do think he's still going silver. He is shitting the bed. 207, 360 on base, 608 OPS. He's got a 293 slugging, so even fucking worse than JD Martinez. Although his hitting stats are not that good. But there are things that could go down because of it. Against righties, he is batting 175. That's worse than 60, buddy. And he's got a 222 slugging with a 510 OPS. That's worse than 58. That's fucking dog shit. Against lefties, he is batting 316 with a 526 slugging and a 935 OPS. So he's keeping it together against lefties, but 19 at-bats isn't many compared to 63. So they probably won't even touch that at all. I think his righty stats will just get nerfed a bit. And that's going to be it, really. I think he's going down to a 79. He probably doesn't need much. From 202 to 83, he needs a good little bit against the stat line that he's shit against. So he probably doesn't need that much to go down 1 overall. So, yeah. Again, his price is not minimum either. I think is there something going on? Seems like cards are just all going for around a little bit more than they used to. A little bit more. But, yeah, he's going down to 79. Let's move on to the third guy. Taylor Rogers. Talk about a shitter. This guy is fucking shit this year. Currently, he has a 4.76 ERA. In 11.1 innings, he has 14 strikeouts, and he has a 1.41 whip. He's walked only 1 batter, so that's good. In 11 innings, he's not walking many, so that's not his problem. He is giving up just runs. I don't know. He's giving up hits. A lot of fucking hits. He's only giving up 1 home run, so he's not doing bad there either, although in 11 innings, it's not great, I guess. But at the end of the day, he's just giving up way too many hits. That hit per 9 is kind of high, so that could come down. His K per 9 is probably going to stay up, but this guy's doing fucking horrible. He's doing really, really bad. Pitching clutch, 77. That's probably coming down because he is blown at least 2 games this season. I'm seeing that he is 1-2, so he's at least blown 2 games. Actually, if he's got a win, he most likely came in and blew a game, but then kept it together and they actually won. That's most likely what happened, but maybe not. But I do think he's going down to a 79. He's just doing so fucking bad this year. He kind of reminds me of Emilio Pagan. Doing pretty bad, except Emilio Pagan also had a walk problem. Alright, I think Josh Bell is pretty much a guarantee. I think I've shown him here multiple times now, because he's just doing that bad on the season. Mixing together his second half of last year and this season, it's just showing that I don't know what to say about him, but he's batting 189 on the season. He's got a 233 on base and a 274 slugging with only a fucking 507 OPS. He's got 2 home runs. He's 18 for 95. If we go to his splits, I don't even think he's hitting good against righties. Yeah, no, 197 against righties with a 303 slugging in 76 at-bats. And then 19 at-bats against lefties. He's batting 158 with a 158 slugging. Holy shit, this is horrible. This is fucking bad. This guy's going silver without a doubt. I said he's going down to a 79. He's probably going down to like a 78 or 77. He's doing that bad. Let's be fair. He's doing really fucking shit. Yeah. If you have him, get rid of him. He's going silver. Guarantee you. Carlos Carrasco. I can't believe at one point I said this man was going diamond. I can't believe it. He was one of my hot takes, and holy fuck do I regret saying it. He's got 4.5 ERA in 30 innings. 39 strikeouts. So his strikeouts are looking good. He's got a 1.43 whip. Something that's pretty fucking bad. But his hit per nine's already pretty bad, so it's probably not going down. 30 innings in 6 starts. Stamina, not good. 15 walks. That's what's going to kill him. 15 walks in 30 innings is fucking dog shit, man. That's really fucking bad. Every 2 innings, he's walking a batter. That's not... You don't want to be doing that. You really don't want to be doing that. He's given up 6 home runs also in 30 innings, which is really fucking bad. His walk per 9, his home run per 9, and maybe even his hit per 9 could come down a little bit. He's going down to a 79, without a doubt. He's doing really bad on the season, man. So yeah, I'm just... Gold downgrades over with. Let's move on. Let's go to the diamond downgrades. We got 2 diamonds that I think are going gold this week. First guy up is Jose Ramirez. I'm pretty sure at the start of the season, this guy was actually raking. He's not anymore, to say the least. He is batting 239, 769 OPS, and 117 at-bats. He has a 436 slugging on the season. Recently, he has a 207 games and 311 in 15 games. So, if you want to go to downgrades, that's going to fucking hurt. That's going to hurt. If you look at his last 15 games, he is shit in the bed. So, they're probably going to hurt him for that. Against righties, he's batting 214 with a 345 slugging and a 675 OPS. Interestingly enough, against lefties, he's batting 303 with a 667 at slugging and an over 1,000 OPS in 33 at-bats, which isn't bad. So, I think they're going to hurt his righty stats a lot, and as you can see, that brings him down to an 83. But I say he's going to an 84 because they're probably going to boost his lefty stats a bit from how good he's doing there. So I think he's going to balance out and sit at an 84 instead of an 83 unless they decide to really hurt his righty stats. But I don't think they will. I think they'll hold him back, not go crazy on him, and boost those lefty stats a little bit and let it balance out. But let's move on to the next diamond, which is a huge downgrade, by the way, if this happens. Like, a big overall difference. Alright, so they haven't touched Christian Yelich this season, which is interesting because he's been one of the worst players on the season. And I get a feeling that they were just holding back to see if he would really break out, fix himself. But if we go to his recent hitting stats, he's batting 231 in the last 7 games with a 500 slugging, which is kind of weak. In his last 15 games, he's batting 245 with a 472 slugging. He's batting 200 on the season with a 792 OPS and a 470 slugging and 100 at-bats. That's pretty weak. For his hitting stats, what he's got going for him, he's batting 155 against righties with a 366 slugging and a 652 OPS. Yeah, those are going to get hurt pretty bad. And if you go to his lefty stats, he's actually not doing bad in 29 at-bats. 310 average, 724 slugging, and a over 1100 OPS. Pretty damn good. They're probably going to leave his lefty stats because he only has 29 at-bats compared to 71 against righties. His lefty stats are already decent, so they're probably just going to leave it, and his righty stats are going to come down. I'm saying he's actually going to an 84, but it is a hot take. I think he's at least going down to a minimum 87. If I were to think realistically, he's going to be between an 85 and an 86. He's going to be one of those two. But they've been holding back on downgrading him, and I think it's about time he gets downgraded. They've held back for a while, and he's just not improving enough. So I think he's going down to an 84, 85, or 86. Those are my 3 guesses. I don't think he's going down any lower or any higher. I don't think he's going to be an 87. I don't think he's going to be an 83. Yeah, so be on the lookout for him to go down. He's kind of just holding his stub value because he's an 89, which is crazy considering it's 9K. That's considered holding your stub value. But yeah, that's going to be all of our downgrades and upgrades for this week. A lot of downgrades, a lot of upgrades, except for diamonds. Really, we haven't seen many downgrades for diamonds in a little bit. We haven't gotten 5 in the last 2 weeks, I don't think. So, yeah, the diamonds are kind of keeping it together. Javier Baez kind of switched it around. Recently, he's raking, so he's going to stay, I think. And Lindor is too, so I think he's going to stay too. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Comment down below if I missed anybody that you think should have been in the video. But yeah, hit thumbs up on it if you enjoy. Subscribe to my content like this. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.